Here we have the current stock market update for Apple Incorporated, stock ticker AAPL. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, this is the hourly price chart. Every candle on this chart represents a 1 hour trading period. And I've left all of the same chart markings here, trend lines, relative to the prior video. And we can see that for the most part, these areas have played out with one small exception. What we can see here is that the share price itself actually managed to find a bit of a false breakout to the downside. There was some kind of erratic price action between trading sessions, and this actually led to significant short-term, I should say, share price movements in the negative direction. And we actually did break below this 223.30 support zone. However, it's clear that this was a false breakout to the downside because, as we can see here, share prices did recover quite quickly, and we also broke above prior resistance levels in the process. So when this type of action occurs, this is when you have to start to refer to those types of breakouts as being false breakouts. So, of course, this doesn't mean that we can't start to see sort of renewed downside share price momentum for Apple here near term. But, given the fact that we did break through prior resistance levels, that's a bullish event. And that does sort of invalidate or erase, I should say, invalidate really this prior downtrend price movement. So, we did see a bit of a bounce here, and there is actually some price gap activity here as well. So this was a bit of a volatile trading period for a company like Apple. You don't normally see a lot of price action, volatility, heavy volatility with AAPL. It's obviously one of the bigger stocks in the market. There's a lot of liquidity. There's a huge number of buy and sell orders on both sides of the market. So usually that prevents this type of activity from happening. But as we can see here, even Apple is not immune to this type of price action. So, as it currently stands, we are trading back within this prior trading range, with the top side being defined by a double top resistance zone that comes in just above 233. So this is really the ultimate price target to the top side. And then to the downside, I would really still consider 223.30 to be the range bottom here. We did see that breach below. We even saw an hourly close below there. But since markets recovered so strongly, I would be comfortable sort of invalidating that or looking past it. And then this would mean that this level of support here does largely remain intact, with the understanding that this is also a price level that is vulnerable to false breakouts to the downside. So, as it currently stands, we do need to break out of this range in order to sort of get the near-term price direction. To me, what this looks like is a period of sideways consolidation at somewhat elevated levels. But we have started to, form some higher lows in the process as well. One key area to watch here is this 113.92 price low, which was developed toward the middle of September. And this area also comes into contact very closely with the 50% retracement of the ascending move from 196 to 232. So that would give us a 50% retracement right around 213. So this is a major level to watch to the downside. If we do see a break below there, we have to start to look at probably 210 first as a possible support zone for bounces here. But then from there, you're starting to come close to that $200 level once again, which would probably take large portions of the market by surprise if we were to see those levels trade. So just to close out the video here, I do want to take a quick assessment of the indicator reading. As we can see, this is the majority of this signal here is bearish. We are seeing price movements to the downside here that do suggest negative momentum is in place for this stock. We do have a little bit of upward price movement here. So it's a bit of a conflicting signal, but the majority of the evidence here is pointing in the negative direction. It's possible that we could see share prices move higher, but we would have to move quite heavily into overbought territory, it looks like, to break that downtrend condition. So, now that we're starting to stall out here, this does give us some information because We do have that range top coming in at 233, and we could start to see some stalling there, and we've already seen. We have seen technically a break of this 223.30 support zone as well. So, if we do start to kind of top out here, right around 229.70, that would be this area here. I can even write this in on the price chart because this could turn out to be a significant level. We're not exactly there yet. We could still see a movement higher here and a break of this resistance area. But if we do start to see failures here, we're going to have to start to look at a new kind of style of trend wave development here. Because if we see a failure, we could start to get something that looks more like this, where that prior low is breached. Currently, that low comes in right around 221.50. So we can mark that in as well. And then if we do see a break below there, that would really be your indicator that, the share price here is really ready to start to turn around. At the moment, I'm still comfortable calling that a false breakout to the downside, but this is starting to shape up and look as though we could see share prices rolling over as well. So, we do need to see a break back above 229.70 in order to maintain the bullish bias. And then you'd be looking for a retest of that 233 range top resistance. If we do see a break above that area, then we can start to target higher highs. But as things currently stand, we're getting a period of consolidation here at these upper levels, and the main question for the stock longer term is whether or not this trend line break here is a legitimate trend line break. I mean, we are seeing a double top resistance zone forming right around that area, so right around where this trend line is residing. So if we do start to see major movements lower, we could even possibly consider that range top area to be within that trend line, or to be maintaining that longer term bearish trend, signifying lower highs from that 237.21 print that was developed during the middle of July. So here are some of the price levels that I'm watching, and here are some of the technical readings that are important. This is the current market outlook for Apple Incorporated, stock ticker AAPL. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.